What's your motivation when you're low?
It took me a lot of time to realize this. I just zone out. I wouldn't want that pressure to be on my man. There were like pictures of me on Twitter with like really gruesome stuff like written on it.
Advice for the people in their 20s.
Hi you guys, this is Diksha and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Diksha. We make beauty related, we are going to make beauty related videos. There is a lot in store for you. We're doing challenges, we're doing informative content, maybe a few tutorials here and there in case if y'all request that. We're doing like a little Q&A session today. I asked y'all over on my Instagram story and also YouTube community post to ask me a few questions about myself, about my personality, so you all sort of get to know me better. Let's get into it. I'll be doing my makeup simultaneously, so in case if you're interested in any of the products, just make sure to check the description because all the links are going to be provided there. The first question is, how old are you and where do you reside? So I am 24 years old and I reside in this small city in Maharashtra. It's called Nasik, and I've actually been born and brought up in Devlali. It's like an even small, like a hill station right outside Nasik. Question number 2, how did you start and what has your journey been like? I properly started in lockdown in 2020 just by posting makeup looks, very organic. I just wanted to showcase my skill set. That was basically it. And then I joined my makeup school in 2021 and things just started falling into place after I graduated. My page started doing well. I started getting a lot of clients, and right now, touchwood, I'm getting the opportunity to work with the biggest brands in the industry. I have had my fair share of ups and downs because there was this point of time wherein my profile was just basically stagnant and I didn't know where to go from there because I didn't really have like a set route. I was pretty stuck. But I think that's like the part and parcel of the industry that I'm in. It just happens that you get stuck and you have to get up and work. And work harder, work better, work smarter. And that's exactly what I did. And now I'm here. I'm starting YouTube. I never thought I would start YouTube and it's just crazy. Okay, on to the next one. What have you studied and what do you do for a living? How much do you make? Okay, threefold question. I've done my Bachelor's of Arts in Economics and Statistics and I did it from KC College, Mumbai. I'm actually very interested in stats. I love numbers. The analytics basically, it just excites me a lot. I make content for a living, anything and everything which is beauty based. So a lot of fun challenges, a lot of creative makeup looks. You can actually check everything out on my Instagram if you want to watch short form content, or you can actually check out my YouTube shorts. So I really like experimenting with makeup, anything which is a little more on the creative side, a lot of color. And on YouTube long form, I'm planning to do a lot of beauty challenges. How much do I earn? I've always been taught to not reveal my income. So I'm not gonna do that. But if I were to live alone also, I could sustain myself. Oh, now you can ask me questions now because I'm doing my makeup. My assistant Mahima, she's gonna ask me a few questions.
Do you have a boyfriend and when are you planning to get married?
I actually have a very interesting answer to that. I think I've been very vocal about this on my Instagram. I would never reveal my relationship to anyone. If there is or there isn't. Unless and until I am either engaged, which I don't think there's a high possibility that doesn't happen in the next 3 years. The reason is I wouldn't want that pressure to be on my man or on me for that matter to constantly have this need to put ourselves out there. And if I want dating, I don't want to reveal I'm single also because then people have like a certain set of expectations and I don't want to like set those standards for myself.
When are you going to get married?
Not at least for the next 3 years.
Next. Do you own a house by yourself with the help of content on YouTube?
YouTube, in fact, we've just started and touch wood, we've gotten monetized on YouTube. I don't really earn anything from YouTube. I think I've made like 50 cents from YouTube till now. I don't own a house. This is my father's house. We've just all helped to build this house. And if I ever would want to buy a house, I would want to rather buy a house in the next 2 years. I personally believe that that's the best investment to have, number one. And secondly, कुछ हो ना हो, सिर पे छत होनी जरूरी है.
How did you learn that you need a team for your content creation?
There should be a work-life balance, and that's only going to happen when you have like people working for you, because you can delegate work, you can take some work for yourself. Secondly, there's only so much you can do at a certain level. In order to grow, you need to hire people. You need those extra hands in your company or in your business. When you get swarmed with work and when you know that you're going stagnant, make sure to hire people and make sure to build a team.
Please do a tutorial on how do you shoot your transition videos because it's too damn good.
I mean, every transition has like a different tutorial, so it's very difficult for me to have like a set routine. But let me know if y'all want to see like behind the scenes of how we shoot transition videos, and maybe we can put it up on shorts.
Have you ever hit rock bottom in your career?
I actually have. This goes back to 2022. Navratri was going on. I was doing a series on Navratri. There was a brand who wanted to collaborate with us. I don't want to name the brand right now, but it was a halal certified brand. So I got a lot of hate on promoting a halal certified product, a halal certified beauty product during a Hindu festival. And I completely honestly get the sentiments. It's just that it wasn't meant to, in my head at least, it didn't sound like this big of an issue. There were like pictures of me on Twitter with like really gruesome stuff like written on it or like drawn on it, and it was so bad. I had to take the video down. So I think that has been like the most negative experience that I've had in the industry so far. Yeah.
What's your motivation when you're low?
I'd be lying if I say that I don't sulk. I do. I'm a big sulker, if that's a word. I sulk for hours, maybe even days. Eventually, I just get tired of sulking and crying. When I know I need to get something done and this is bothering me, somehow my brain just tells me to stop thinking about it. Or maybe I like deliberately force my brain to think that, listen, you're done with this, it's done. And now you need to move on, and now you need to get back to what you were doing. And that's basically what I do. Like, I was so low on motivation when I got diagnosed with like the slip disc in my neck. And I was very, very, very demotivated. I kept sulking for days. Then there was this one day I was like, okay, now you really need to get back to work. Do it with precaution, doing all the things necessary to make sure that your pain doesn't sort of aggravate. You just need to remind yourself that, okay, this is a phase, and fine, you're feeling it, you feel that thing, and then get over it. No one is going to get you out of that space unless and until you do. Getting my point? Let me just quickly do my lips and we'll get to the next question.
This is the last question.
Okay.
Advice for the people in their 20s.
I have like a 3 to 4 pointer answer to this. Firstly, don't be scared to take risks. Take as many risks as possible, because right now you can actually afford taking risks. Next, spend as much time with your family and friends as possible, because being a woman, my life is going to change after I get married, and as much time I can spend with my family right now, I don't want to have that regret baad mein chal ke ki shit yaar, time tha tabhi main spend kar leti. These are actually a few years where you're sort of trying to figure yourself out, and when you have friends, I think it just makes the process easier. It took me a lot of time to realize this, the work-life balance aspect, because I always used to be like, I want to work, and I always used to just push all other things aside. But I realized how important it is to have people around you. And in your 20s, like I said, you're building a foundation for your relations with anyone. So make sure to give people time, make sure to give yourself time. The third thing is quite similar to the second thing. Give yourself time and try to get out of your comfort zone as and when it's possible. If you don't get out of your comfort zone today, you are never going to get out of your comfort zone, okay? 10 years from now, you'll be so stuck and so scared that just becomes like your second nature later on, right? So take risks and just try to push and push. Okay, with that, we've finally reached the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If there's anything else you want to see on my channel, make sure to drop it in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Like, share, subscribe. I love you.